This is dedicated one, Robert.
I love
You
it.
can say it.
Appreciate y'all coming.
How much coordination goes into this in terms of like you and Matt going over what you want to get accomplished, what personnel groupings you're going to do, that kind of thing?
There's a lot of collaboration, especially with the coordinators, Nate Hackett and Albrecht, and then obviously Joe Barry and Mike LaFleur. So it's been about a good couple of weeks now, and we've been in collaboration also with Philadelphia too to get that set up for next week. So it's pretty extensive.
Can you just run through, talking to you before practice, you just run through an injury update as far as guys that are going to go, guys that are not going to go, if there's been any changes from yesterday?
No, it's pretty much the same group of guys that we had yesterday. AVT's out, Elijah Moore's out, Lamarcus Joyner's out. I'm sorry, I don't have my list in front of me, but nothing's really changed from yesterday.
Did anyone not make the trip, Robert?
No, I believe everyone's here.
How much of a test is, we've talked a ton about your secondary, how much of a test is this going to be for them to see Aaron and then also Adams and just the weapons that these guys have?
It's I don't know if it's a test, but I think it's more of it's a great challenge because this group is pretty darn good. It's it's an experienced group. Aaron obviously is a Hall of Fame quarterback. Devontae is a All-Pro wide receiver, and so it's a really good chance for them to see different players because we think our receiver group is pretty good too. But to be able to go against different players, different releases, different schemes is a great challenge for them.
Is there any benefit for Zach of watching Aaron this week or talking to him? I don't know what kind of interaction they're going to be able to have.
They're on opposite fields, so I don't know how much he's actually going to watch unless he turns on the practice tape, which I think he will do, and to see how he plays against our defense and to see what it looks like with our defense, and which I think is valuable no matter what. And but as far as live in practice, there's probably not going to be much interaction, but post-practice, being able to see our film and on both sides of the ball, I think will be beneficial.
What will be the biggest difference since they run a 3-4? So for offensive line, what will be the biggest difference from a blocking protection standpoint?
So the fronts are different. We're more of a 4-3 attacking front. They're more 5 on the ball, sometimes 6. So the structures are different. The blocking combinations are different. The bodies are different because they're probably going to be a little bit bigger on the inside, and so it's different in that regard. Coverage is coverage to me universally. There might be little nuances here and there, but I just think the blocking combinations, the protection schemes, and all that stuff, all that changes.
What about offensively, Robert? Both systems come from the same roots. How different is what they're doing compared to what you're doing? What your defense is going to see?
They've been able to tailor to what Aaron does. And so there are nuances. There's they're less QB under center. They have more RPOs in their system. So they've been able to keep what Aaron likes and implement the actual system, and they've got a pretty good thing going. So it's going to be a great challenge because there's going to be some stuff that we know, and then there's going to be some stuff that's kind of new to us. But those things they're able to do because of the quarterback they have under center.
When you're having these joint practices, how beneficial is it to have them with a team you staff with the mutual trust between the staffs, the connections between the staffs?
I think it's important. There's always that paranoia that this practice tape is going to get out. There's going to be talking amongst other teams, and hey, what'd you see? What they do? And I think that we can trust one another. I think our staffs can trust one another. All coordinators have pretty deep relationships. We've got relationships with the position coaches, so there's a trust that what happens in this practice will stay in this practice, and I think that's where that's where it's most beneficial.
What kind of camp is Robert, and how important is that relationship with him and Zach as they do see different defenses?
I thought he's been having a really nice camp, and obviously our blocking combinations and the things that we ask the center to do are different than what he's done in the past, but at the same time he's incredibly bright. He's very athletic, and now it's just a matter of getting reps and continuing to build that relationship with not only Zach but the right guard, left guard, tackles, and everybody else in that room.
Guy obviously was going against Carl Osterwalk the entire training camp. Now he's going to be able to go against Preston and Darius Smith. How good would that be for his development, just to be able to go against somebody different?
For Makai, I can't you can't draw up a better situation for him in terms of the amount of work that he's getting from 3 premier edge rushers. Obviously, Carl is premier in his own right, and then they get Zadarius and Preston, who are both double-digit sack guys. I mean, it's even for George and Moses. I mean, the amount of work that they're getting, the quality work, is priceless. So it's you couldn't draw it up any better for those guys.
CJ, what have you seen from Jim so far, and how much does it help him to kind of go against an offense that's this good, get him back up to speed, or test himself to see exactly where he's at?
CJ, I stood up here. I mean, I can't say enough good things about CJ. Aside from the leadership part, the man, the character, all of it, which is A++. The football part, I mean, he looked like he'd never left the game when we played against the Giants. I mean, it was very natural. He's very confident in his abilities, and for him to come out here and get the challenge for him is that this is still a new scheme that we're installing, and now to get another look where there's a little bit of uncomfort in terms of he's to the point now where he can look at the formation of our offense and he knows exactly what's coming. Now he's got to trust his keys, trust his eyes, trust his technique, trust his landmarks, trust all of it, and just play good, sound, fundamental football. Because the looks are going to be different, but that's going to be the challenge. But for CJ, I don't think he's going to have a problem.
And then, kind of what DJ had said about Kai, is the flip side of it true as well with Carl? Is that now he gets to go against someone that's not Beckman?
Yeah, no, it's there's I'm a big Carl fan. You guys know that. I think he goes out there, he just wins, and he's an absolute problem for everyone. And it is good for him to go against another offensive lineman, to be able to work his moves and work his techniques. But yeah, it's good for him.
You're obviously really close to Matt. He's had a lot of success here these first 2 years as head coach. I'm curious what kind of evolution you see from him as a head coach this year.
I mess with him. I tell him, who's anyone to tell Matty what to do? He's 26-6, but no, he's been great. His confidence is through the roof, which it always was. His leadership skills, you could see all of that on display, especially just talking to him, going through this and collaborating, just how detailed and precise he is with exactly what he wants. And it's, just having conversations with him on a daily basis. There's a reason why he's in this job, and there's a reason why this team's having success. And, he has a lot to do with that.
Is there some added excitement for James Morgan to be back here?
Oh yeah, James. Hopefully he doesn't make it the Catalina wine mixer. I know I've referenced that before, but just come out here, do your thing. I know he's from here, and I know he's really amped up to show how good he is, and so we're excited for him. But at the same time, he's just got to stay in the moment and treat it like every other day.
How much are you looking forward to Corey Davis? That's your number 1 receiver going against Jair Alexander, one of the best corners in the entire NFL.
Again, our receivers to be able to go against, they're, like I've said it before, this is a championship roster, and we're going to have challenges up and down, but it still comes back to them having to deal with us too. And Corey's been a very good football player in this league. He's every bit of deserving of what he got this offseason during free agency, and for him to go out in there and get a chance to compete with their corners and their system is going to be a great thing to watch.
I'm sorry, but a couple more. Did you say Joyner's not practicing?
Correct. He's got lower back spasm. He should be good here in the next couple of days, but just more precaution.
Sometimes with these practices, Robert, the players can get a little intense. When you've got big brother, little brother on the other sideline, you got to talk to them about simmering it down at all. I wonder. They'll still get into their wrestling matches when they're in the privacy of their own homes, but no, they're good. It's all professional. The whole thing is that everyone knows exactly what we're trying to get done, but it's gonna be fun. Good, intense practice. Hopefully, it stays clean.
Good.
Good. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.
Restaurants again.